Do you ever feel like you have to do it all and that you're putting all this pressure on your shoulders to accomplish everything? Well, today at the First Year Principal, I'm going to pull back the curtain and talk about my personal story, my journey of wanting to accomplish 20,000 things just so I can keep checking off boxes. So, hi everyone, my name is Daphne Walbridge from the First Year Principal, and I help new and aspiring principals thrive as conscious leaders. So, a few months ago, I posted on my media channels that I was about to embark on a doctoral program, which has always been a dream of mine to, I guess, pursue studies that are akin to a marathon, basically, an intellectual marathon. And so I had started it a few years ago. I had to set it to the side because I wasn't aligned with it, with work, with family. I just wasn't feeling it. So a few months ago, I decided to enroll once more to see if I could start the journey over again. And lo and behold, everything seemed to align. And I started it. And again, I came across resistance. So I started unpacking this. And the reason I'm sharing this with you today is that as a principal, or even if you're not a principal, as a teacher, chances are if you're listening to these videos, you want to grow, you want to improve your craft as a teacher, you want to, as a lifelong learner. And we often put pressure on our shoulders. So I want to share my story to kind of alleviate that pressure and to walk you through my deconstruction process. Because I did decide to step back from the doctoral. I said it was not the time. It was not right for me at this moment. So I'm going to walk you through the process I went through, because as leaders, we need to constantly go inward and to see whether or not the decisions we're making and the actions we're taking align with our greater purpose. So I was on the form-based level. This is where I came across a block, right? So financially, I was okay. And I thought I was okay time-wise and energy-wise. And that's where I came across a barrier. A lot of work, I felt like had run a marathon, a physical marathon after just my first week, coupled with family responsibilities and of course my career, it just wasn't happening. So instead of, and this is where it's really important, instead of feeling that this was failure or a disappointment or fearing what people would think because oh my goodness, you decide to stop it, you posted it out there and now you're stopping, which was another question I had asked myself, should I put it out there? And if so, yes, because it's kind of giving me this motivation to keep going, some accountability. However, I also knew that I was taking a risk. So I decided to stop the process, stop the course. And now I want to offer this lesson to you because it's really important when you decide to take on any new challenge, whether it's within your school as a school leader or within your life with anything. You always have to take the chance, take the risk, but don't be afraid to pivot towards something else if the fit isn't just right. Don't like bang your head on the wall if it's not working out, because it could cost you a lot, your health, your family, your relationships. It could come your productivity at work. So keep this in mind. So I got jammed right at the beginning, right at the form-based level, where I thought I had enough time and energy, and it soon came to dawn on me that I did not. So that's where I had to take a step back and cut my losses quickly to say, okay, this is not going to work. It's still not time yet. And then I went on, I just acted and I pivoted away. Now that's the other important process. Part of the process is once you act and you tap into this, what we call the positive masculine energy of acting, deciding, acting and then pivoting, I decided to pivot towards more, of course, more growth, more professional development, but something that was much more tailored to the realities of my work as a superintendent and how I could better align this growth process with the needs of my school board. And right away, it felt much better. I had more time. I found more balance, much more fluidity in my life. And right away, I felt the shift. So don't be afraid to stop a project and to say, okay, it's not working. I don't feel it. And to take action and then pivot away. Okay. And you don't even have to jump into a new project. You can just take a break. I was always on the fence between two paths. And so for me, it was easy to pivot. But don't be afraid to stop what you're doing and to take a pause, because in doing so, you're going to be liberating space to allow other opportunities in. And that could, become something incredible for you. So I hope this helps. I'm sharing it with you. I'm very transparent. It's a vulnerability share. I'm very comfortable, sharing the story, because I think it's important people, hear the truth. We're on social media. We share all these beautiful photos and projects, and everything seems to be perfect. But it never is perfect. There are some struggles. And this is something I had to, it was an inner struggle. Should I keep going? And if I do, what will the price be? If I don't, what will the price be? And I'm very happy with my decision. And I hope this is of service to you. I'd love to get your insight and your I guess your perspective on this. And if you've ever had to make a decision where you were embarked on a project and you felt that it just wasn't working out, and how you pivoted away. I think it's important, especially as women, to share these stories, because culture does put a lot of pressure on our shoulders to perform and be the best mother, the best wife, the best professional, look a certain way, act a certain way. It's a lot to take on, and I would love to get your perspective on this. And you can leave your comments down below, and we can keep the conversation going. So thank you for your time, and I hope this video was of service. Take care. Bye for now.